Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. Hope you're doing well. Man, I tell you what, I usually don't look forward to a lot of movies, but this one, I would actually wait to see this one. I really would. I probably would go out to see this one. Let me share my screen with you. Okay. So, Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan will be putting on the big screen the story of Mansa Musa. Now, there's a bunch of old white people running around talking about Mansa Musa was a white man. First of all, you sound like an idiot saying that. Mansa Musa is not even a white man's name. What you don't even see nobody running around in the white community with that name today. Nobody in white America or white Europe or white anywhere name was Mansa Musa back then. That's not even a white man's name. Number two, there was no sunscreen back during his time. There was no air conditioning back during his time. You would have burnt up and died out there. Look, even today, white people got to keep reapplying sunscreen multiple times throughout the day when summer comes in spring. And you got to wear it year round. Even the winter sun can burn y'all up. So, how the hell could Mansa Musa be a white man? What white men were born in Mali back then and had a Mali mother and father? Okay, get out of here. Boy, if you gonna make one up, you gonna have to do better than that. Okay. Y'all gonna have to come better than that. For real. So, and all the images that I've seen of Mansa Musa out of Africa that the Africans will put, it is always a black man. It's I have yet to see a white Mansa Musa. Even if you showed me one, I know you whitewashed him. Okay, he's whitewashed. So anyway, this is an epic story because to this very day, y'all, the richest white man still can't match the wealth of Mansa Musa. They can't. He would in today's standards, he would be richer than Elon Musk. Okay, who is your richest white man? This man would have surpassed him and ran rings around him. So, y'all, this story I think is going to be a game changer. It is a good part of history, and it's a history no matter how hard they try, they can't rob it. They can't rob this history. So every time they come and tell you he was a white man, show us where white people had that name back then. Mansa Musa, they couldn't prove it to save their mama's life. That is not even a white man's name. Don't even fall for that, y'all. So he was alive during the 14th century, and he was the emperor back then of the Mali Empire. All right, Mali, old black Mali up there in Africa. Yeah. So they started developing the project. So it's going to be, to me, this is going to be epic. So Mansa Musa ruled Mali Empire and the territory spanning West Africa at its peak. His wealth derived primarily from the vast salt and gold resources of his kingdom. It was so staggering that his visit to Cairo during his pilgrimage, a journey accompanied by tens of thousands of people, camels, yeah, was laden with gold. caused an economic shockwave, reportedly depressed the value of gold in the region for years. His legacy extends beyond his material wealth. He was a devout Muslim, a patron of art. He was a scholar. The growth of Timbuktu as a global center of learning and trade. The film is expected to, it's going to give you a balance of what his power was like and how spiritual he actually was. So, this partnership with Michael B. Jordan, oh, yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, I know I'm looking forward to it, and there's a lot of people online saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know what it is with them folks, y'all. They think anything great in the world got to be them, and that is false. That is false. It's false, and it always will be false. Look at Donald Trump. Do you see anything great about him? Yeah, I see plenty to laugh at, but no greatness whatsoever. All right, y'all. Let me get this off the screen. All right, let me get the video that I was going to show you. No, that's not the one I wanted to show you. Hold on. All right, here it is. All right. Please give me a one if you can see my screen. Yeah, well, we don't want them folks doing it because we already see. Remember when they always try to make themselves the Egyptians in the movie? Nobody goes see those movies now because they know it's inaccurate. Y'all ain't no Egyptians. So thank you, everybody.
Y'all, so Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are supposedly developing a movie about the life of Mali Emperor Mansa Musa. And I am too geeked about this. I've talked about Mansa Musa a few times on my page. And the crazy thing is, a lot of people don't even know who he was. And that is just honestly insane. This man was the richest man in history. He had over $400 trillion. And the film is basically supposed to be about how he ruled the Mali Empire in the 14th century and his reign and his reputation for his immense wealth of gold and salt. This man was so wealthy that he went to Egypt with his caravan, went to Egypt with so much gold. He was just passing out gold. You get gold, you get gold, you get gold. That the price of metal dropped, and he had caused the inflation for several years, over a decade, because at that point it was worthless to them because they had so much gold because of this man. He created schools. He was so amazing, like how he flipped and made all these different cities and just made this powerful empire. And the fact that they don't teach this in school, well, I know they didn't teach this in my school. But man, I can't lie. I love everything that Ryan Coogler is doing. Like everything he's doing is so amazing. So much history. He's given all the gems. So many people don't even know about Mansa Musa. I know some people be like, King Solomon was the wealthiest. We're talking about Mansa Musa right now. Like this man controls so much vast gold and salt resources, making Mali the world's largest gold producer. I really, really hope that this is, gonna be a thing soon and that it gets the love it deserves, because I don't know, sometimes they might not push their movies, movies like this to its full capacity, but this needs to be pushed. Let me know what y'all think in the comments and if y'all would watch this.
The minute I saw Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, I was ready to buy me a ticket, and the movie not even made yet. So look, Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are teaming up to bring the story of Mansa Musa, the richest man in history, to the big screen. Let's get into it. Mansa Musa, ruler of the Mali Empire from 1312 to 1337, is remembered as one of the wealthiest, most powerful leaders in world history. His kingdom sat on a vast gold reserve, giving him influence that stretched far beyond West Africa. He's most famous for his extravagant pilgrimage to Mecca, where he traveled with a massive caravan and distributed so much gold in cities like Cairo that he reportedly caused inflation for years. Under his leadership, cities such as Timbuktu flourished in major centers of learning, culture, and trade, with libraries and mosques that attracted scholars from across the Islamic world. Mansa Musa's legacy endures as a symbol of Africa's historical wealth, intellectual accomplishments, and global impact. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about this movie. You guys get in here, let me know what I think about this, and let speak to you later.
Yes, sir, man. I'm all for this right here. See, this right here is what the people need. There's a movie coming out about Mansa Musa. And for those of y'all who don't know who Mansa Musa is a king from Mali, Africa. And he was said to be the richest man that ever lived on planet Earth. Now, let me tell y'all a little bit about him. He went on a pilgrimage to Mecca with about 60,000 people with him. And he brought so much gold with him. I'm talking about tons and tons and tons of it. And everywhere he stopped, he gave out gold to the poor. And he gave out so much of it that he caused inflation. He collapsed entire economies. One of the places that he passed through was Egypt. And at the time, gold was very rare out there in Egypt. But back in Mali, it was very abundant. And Mansa Musa had so much of it, he just started giving it out. He didn't know what he was doing. He just was giving it out. But nah, for real. He gave out so much gold that he made it lose value in other countries. And by giving so much out in Cairo, the value of gold dropped and stayed low for a lot of years. He probably gave out like over $100 million worth of gold just in Cairo. But Mansa Musa was not only just the wealthiest man on the planet at that time, he also was deeply rooted in knowledge and spirituality. He built mosques, libraries, and universities. He also made Timbuktu into one of the top global learning centers of the world. He also had a big brother named Abu Bakari, who took a voyage and traveled to the Americas in over 2,000 ships. And this was way before Christopher Columbus even said he discovered the Americas. Read it for yourself. And he was originally the king of Mali. But as he left and went to America, he passed the rulership to his little brother, Mansa Musa. And it was said that Abu Bakari went to the Americas and never returned. So my whole thing is this. They don't ever teach you about the richest man in history because he was a black man. So this movie is definitely needed for the culture and for the people, because it's a lot of people that don't even know about this man. And I can't wait to see it. And they got one of the best actors to act as Mansa Musa. So I know this is going to be a great movie. Comment Mansa Musa if you can't wait to see it yourself. Oh yeah, a quick side note. Mansa Musa's name in Arabic means King Moses. And he went to Egypt and gave gold to the poor people and liberated them economically. Moses' mission in the Bible was to go to Egypt to free his people and liberate them as well. I just feel like that was a crazy correlation right there. But love y'all.
Hey, yo, what up, y'all? I had a thought, man. I just heard that Ryan Coogler and man Michael B. Jordan, they're planning to make a film about Mansa Musa, King Mansa Musa. And I'm so hyped, y'all. First of all, y'all better go see that Sinners movie, because I'm pretty sure Ryan Coogler and Michael decided to put Marvel to shame since they were messing around with this whole Blade movie, which is supposed to have been out by now. And so basically, what I'm trying to tell y'all is Sinners is going to be awesome. And then this Mansa movie is going to be awesome, because let me just tell you a little factoid about Mansa Musa, okay, from the Mali Empire. One of the richest men, probably top 2, top 3 richest men in history, in living memory, okay? And he went on his pilgrimage, or his Haji, I think is what's called, to in the Islamic faith. He went on his Hajj to like Mecca, okay, and when he went on his Hajj to Mecca, he had so much gold, okay, because he went with his servants and all these people from his servants and stuff. They were handing out so much gold from Western, everywhere they went, they would hand out gold. They had enough from Eastern Africa all the way to Mecca. Okay. They passed through Egypt, and he single-handedly, because of how much gold he handed out, single-handedly disrupted the Egyptian economy for years. He stopped the flow of money in the economy because the poor had so much gold. Do you not realize that's crazy? That's like a billionaire coming to like McKees Rocks. No, not McKees Rocks. Like coming to the North Shore with all the money in the North Shore. Okay, North Shore, North Side. And a billionaire, hands out so many millions of dollars, so many millions, that basically people stop going to work. Like people stop going to work for like months, because they don't need to. They have like enough money. And people stop selling goods because they don't have to, because they have enough money. Like disrupted the economy totally for years. And it wasn't just like a little section of the city. It was like, bro, come on, man. Egypt. So anyway, Mansa Musa, this movie's gonna be fire, y'all. Just watch. I'm calling it now.
Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are teaming up to bring the story of Mansa Musa, worth $400 billion, the richest man in history, to the big screen. This makes me very, very happy, man, because this is one of those stories that goes under the radar, right? They don't want to tell y'all that the richest man in history was black. like they keep this information buried underground. And I never thought that anyone would kind of produce anything about this because, they don't want to ever show black people in a positive light. But we was doing that way before the Jeff Bezos and the Elon Musk and all of that. He was worth $400 billion. And that's just around that time. They did. If you inflate that to now, it's probably over $1 trillion. So I'm super excited about this. I know that Ryan Coogler is very serious about his storytelling. He's going to take his time and really produce the best possible project. And I think it's going to deliver. And Michael B. Jordan and him have created magic every single time. They have not done one bad project together. And this will be no different. I can't wait to see it.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on this one because I usually don't get excited about very many movies, but this one I can see myself getting excited about. I definitely want to see this. And Ryan Coogler has put out some incredible movies. He has. And I remember when I sat up to watch Sinners. Yeah, I love his movies. I wish there was a Ryan Coogler out when I was growing up. It just wasn't back then. But hey, we have him now to produce all those melanated movies now. So, y'all, I'm gonna go and I gotta cut out of here. Actually, I got a few errands to run, so I should be back before my next live. So, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to pick up your hair products. And I will see you on my next live. Shalom, family.